In a small town called Umo, there lived a man called Mr. Uzo, a big landlord with many houses. People feared him, not because he was strong, but because he was wicked. He was not only wicked, he was also a womanizer. Every time a young beautiful girl rented a room in his house, he would find a way to sleep with her, either by force or by trick. Many girls feared to rent his house, but some had no choice. He would promise them free rent or money for their handwork, just to get what he wanted. Some would fall for it, some would cry, but nobody could report him because he was rich, connected, and dangerous. But while he was busy chasing other women, his wife, Mama Ada, was suffering inside their home. She married him when he had nothing, selling tomatoes in the market to help him pay his first house. They had three daughters together, Ada, Uju, and Chinwe. But Mr. Uzo never loved those girls. He always said, "What will girls do for me? I need boys to carry my name." He started beating Mama Ada, calling her all sorts of names. Because she gave birth to only girls, he would throw their food on the ground, push the children away, and tell them, "You are not my future. You are nothing to me." One night, he came home drunk, chased Mama Ada out of the house. She cried and begged, with the three daughters holding a wrapper, and he pushed them out and locked the gates. She went back to her village with nothing, but she did not give up. She started selling food by the roadside and used her small money to train her daughters in school. The girls suffered, wore tall clothes, sometimes ate once a day, but they never stopped going to school. Years passed. Ada became a lawyer, Uju became a doctor, and Chinwe became a pilot. They worked hard, made money, and built a beautiful house for their mother. People start calling her mother the Blessed. Meanwhile, Mr. Uzo married a new wife, Ngozi. She was young, light-skinned, and beautiful. She came for the money and the houses, not love. At first, he was happy. She gave birth to a boy at last. He threw a big party and said, "Now I have a son." But as the boy grew, something was wrong. He could not talk well. He could not walk straight. Doctors said he had brain issue. Mr. Uzo became angry again. 2 years later, she gave birth to another boy. This one was healthy. As he grew, he started following bad friends. He became a drunkard, always in beer parlors, fighting, stealing, and even ended up in prison twice. Mr. Uzo started getting tired. Ngozi no longer respected him. She would insult him, say, "Old man, go and carry your useless sons." She would collect rents behind his back and sleep with his tenants too. Now the landlord was growing old. His skin is dried, his money is finished. Now the tenants stopped fearing him. Nobody greeted him again. One day, he heard a knock at the gate. When he opened it, he saw three big cars parked outside. From the first car came Ada, dressed in lawyer's gown. From the second car came Uju, in daughter's uniform. And from the third car came Chinwe, in pilot suit. They had come to visit the village and decided to check on their father. Mr. Uzo came out, hiding his face in shame. His trousers were torn, and he looked sick and hungry. "My daughters," he said, "you came to see your old papa." But Ada replied, "Which papa? The one who threw us and our mother on the streets to suffer?" Uju added, "We only came to tell you that we made it, not because of you, but in spite of you." Chinwe gave him a small envelope with some money and said, "We forgive you, but we will never forget." They entered their cars and drove off, leaving the landlord sitting alone on the ground, crying like a baby. That night, he could not sleep. He walked round the empty compound, looking at the broken chairs and dirty gutters and the silence of his big house. His two sons were nowhere to be found. His wife, Ngozi, had left him with a young man. He sat on the veranda and whispered, "I had diamond, but I chased them away. I choose beauty over love, wickedness over kindness, pride over family. Now I have nothing, and the rest of his life, the landlord lived in regrets, not just for losing his wife, but losing the daughters who would have given him joy in his old age. Moral of the story: never look down on any child. Never chase away a woman who stood by you, and never forget that karma is always watching. Thank you for watching. Subscribe to my YouTube channel to get more notification. Like, share, and comment.